Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This week I'm planning for the week of the 11th to the 17th of September and I'm using the Berry Autumn kit from my shop. This art is stunning. When this art came out I was like, no words, still no words. It's such a good autumn set of clip art. So pretty. Kitnish Jess art and I just love it and I'm so excited to be using this kit. Love the purples and like the greens. I just think it's such a pretty kit. It feels like the weather we're having right now. I mean, it's still a little bit warm, but like it feels like the start of autumn. I'm really excited to use it. What happened this week? Honestly, not a lot. Quite busy this week. PBC is obviously like the week you're watching it, the weekend coming up. So this week was sort of PBC prep, trying to get on top of other work. I think I did the mystery this week. No. Yes, the mystery was this week too. So just trying to get my ducks in a row really. I've used a weekend banner again this week, slightly different placement. So my thing last week was that I felt like it looked cramped when I put it at the bottom, so I put it at the top. I actually really like this, so I'll probably, oh, the dog's barking. We just had someone at our door, but it was, well, we had a package for a neighbour like yesterday, but Tom gave it to them and then one of them didn't realise that we'd already given it, so they were like, do you have a package? And we were like, no, not another one. So yeah, that's sorted. But anyway, back to this spread. Yeah, I like the sidebar thing, so I think this is my thing now. I'm gonna have like 2 habit trackers because I'm tracking water. Well, I'm tracking quite a lot of things, but the main things I'm tracking are trying to drink more water. I have a Stanley cup, so I'm trying to drink like 2 or like 1.5 a day because I'm not drinking enough. And in the summer I was drinking loads. I think because it was warm, it's easier to drink more. So trying to drink more and also like not getting takeaway because we're trying to cook more, been buying like ingredients and stuff. So our goal is to like cook most days, which we did this week, which is great. The one day we didn't, I think we had fish and chips, and that was because I had a bit of a disaster trying to cook, but we'll get into that. But yeah, I really like having like the full box go off the page, so we'll probably keep doing that as well. Anyway, on to the plans. Monday the 11th, it was Tom's brother's birthday. We saw him at the weekend, so we didn't actually do anything this day, but I just marked it with a little balloon icon from the kit. Then I marked that I did designing. This would have been new releases for last week. So we had doodles, 2 kits and a monthly kit, I believe. Yeah, the bookish monthly kit. And I used a script from Ice Cream Joe. I have loads of these. I need to try and remember to use them more because I always like just gravitate towards my scripts because I like how they look together, but I've got a load of scripts, so I'm trying to get through those. Then I marked that we had a HelloFresh delivery. This was, I thought I'd cancelled it basically, and I'd cancelled Gusto, but I'd just been like skipping HelloFresh, and then I got an email. They were like, oh, we've billed, and I was like, have you? So I tried to cancel it on live chat and the lady wasn't able to do it. Although it does say, if it's the first time this has happened and you want to cancel it, we can do something, but she couldn't, so that was a bit annoying. But anyway, yeah, we had a HelloFresh box and luckily it was recipes that I liked. I don't remember if I picked them or if they were just like the automatic ones that they recommend for you. But yeah, we ended up with that, which was unplanned. I printed and cut stickers this day, which I marked with my little print and cut script, and I packed orders this day. I did quite a lot of orders, so I've used this Pumpkin Paper Co. like paperwork sticker, I guess, but I think it works for orders and it looks so cute. I really miss Pumpkin Paper Co. And then I put a little like deco like piece of clip art from the kit because it kind of balanced it out and like filled the gap, and I think it looks really good, so I'll probably try and do that in future, like if I use large icons. Then I marked that we started to watch the Woman in the Wall, I think it's called. It's on BBC and it is not, I don't always like BBC crime dramas. Sometimes I really do and then sometimes I don't. But we did start this one and annoyingly the episodes are still coming out. So it's a bit like, I mean, I like to be able to just watch the whole thing, so we haven't watched much more of it. But it's okay so far. I think we'll probably continue a bit, like wait till it's out. And then this is what I'm doing now. I'm trying to find a sticker that works for heatless curls because I tried it in my hair and it worked okay this time. I've since done it again and it didn't work as well. But this time I used, like a dressing gown, the robe, like the tie. I used Tom's dressing gown's tie thing and it actually worked well. I've got a heatless curler that like a specifically designed for heatless curls colour, and it doesn't work as well, but I don't know if it's because this one is not silk, whereas my like heatless colour thing is silk. It like doesn't hold as well, but this worked well. It just stresses me out a little bit, like not being in control of like knowing how it's gonna turn out, but I think I'll get better in time. It's just like because I'm not used to wrapping my hair around it yet, but I'm sure we'll get there. Then on to Tuesday, I reformatted a load of doodles this day. So last week's doodle release was more of just like a restock of really old doodles that had got out of stock, and I needed to reformat the files for the graph deck. So that's what I did this day. We had probably maybe 20, 25 new doodles. There was loads. Then I marked that the graph deck was being weird. I can't remember specifically what was being weird because we've had a bit of a week of like technical issues, more my computer than the graph deck. I can't remember if it was still warm this day, but I think it was probably like a paper curling issue, like it normally is. Then I marked that I cleaned the aircon. So we do have these like filters that like you can pull out of the aircon and you can clean the filter, and you're supposed to do it every 2 weeks, and I do it like maybe every month. I'm not too bad at it, but there are filters like further down that I can't access. So I basically like unscrewed the housing of the aircon and I was like, oh my god, I can get into all of these like areas that I didn't know I could even clean. So I like vacuumed it all out, and then like I can't remember exactly what it was, but like something moved and I got the feeling that I probably shouldn't have been doing what I was doing anymore. But I did clean a great deal of it out, and I'm sure it's going to run much better now for next year. So I did that, screwed it back together. It was honestly really annoying. I wouldn't want to take it apart every 2 weeks. Then I tidied the office a bit. It was just stuff everywhere, as it is like most of the time. It gets really messy really quickly. We then popped to the co-op. I don't know why, if we were like missing something for dinner probably. I filmed my plan with me this day. I've been trying to get to the habit of doing them on Tuesday or Monday. Like Monday is ideal. I filmed this one on Monday actually, so pat on the back for me. And I used a little black icon to mark that, and then I printed and cut the mystery again this evening. Moving on to Wednesday, I had my singing lesson in the morning. We're actually getting ready for like a little show type thing. My singing teacher calls them club nights, and she like rent a venue, and it's only really for like her students. It's not like a public thing. It's just so we can like get used to performing and like meet each other and stuff, because I'm still having my lessons on Zoom, well, Skype. Like I didn't go back to in-person lessons after COVID, so I never see anyone apart from like the people that I've seen over Zoom, like if she's done like a workshop or something. So that would be nice, but I'm really nervous and I hate that I said I would do it, but I know it will be character building. So anyway, we're practicing for that right now. Then I printed and cut the mystery again. I think this was perhaps premium matte this day, and I packed orders. This was my disaster with dinner day. So we had these chicken thighs. I can't remember if I've mentioned this. Basically, when I ordered from Asda like the week before, I'd ordered chicken breasts and they sent chicken thighs, and I was like, I guess I could just take the meat off the thighs and use it like chicken breast. So I started to do that. I watched a video and it looked a bit fussy. So I started to do it. And after I'd taken like some of the bones and the skin and like bits off of it, I was just like, there's going to be hardly anything left. I don't have the most sharp knives, so I'm not even getting like the best cut out of this. And I'm also personally like fussy with the kind of chicken I'll eat. Like I don't want it to have like any of the like fatty bits. I don't like any of the red bits. It has to look like pristine. So I'm really fussy, and I just don't think I was ever going to get much off them. So I had a sulk about that because I didn't realise it wasn't going to work until after I'd like attempted to debone and whatever, like 8 of them. So it was such a nightmare. But then we just got fish and chips. We walked to the fish and chip shop because I was just so over it and didn't want to cook anything else. We started to watch The Expanse this day, which is like a sci-fi. I mean, it's really old, so you probably, well, I don't know how old it is. It's like not new, basically, so you might know what it is. But it's like a space sci-fi show, and I think it's to do with like Earth and Mars. And Tom wanted to read the book, so we never watched it before, but we did watch an episode. I don't know what he thought of it. I mean, I don't think I was ever like gonna love it, but I was gonna watch it. And I can't remember if he liked it or not, but we haven't watched any since. Basically, we're just trying out loads of shows at the minute because we can't commit to anything. But yeah, after that, well, like during that, I did design as well. I can feel my throat getting really like, I don't know, like it just sounds a bit weird. So if I'm a bit croaky, sorry. I do find that like voicing over a whole plan with me is quite a long time for me to talk. So I think I get a bit ropey towards the end. Anyway, moving on to Thursday. Look at that cat food box. It's so cute, and the little jumper. Adorable. I designed this day as well. I think I was a little bit late getting designs together because like that's quite late for me to be designing. Then I did post in the PBC Facebook group, like announcing my shop and introducing myself. I wanted to wait until I'd been posted on their Instagram, so I think that happened like early this week. So I made that post. Then I worked on cut lines for new releases. I think this would have been like the clip art page. So I did that, and I printed and cut again this day. Possibly the mystery, but I think probably new releases. Then I marked that the computer was being weird, and I don't know if this was the start of it or if it had like happened before. Can't see if I'd marked it already. So basically, every day that I booted it up this week, it was fine to cut like one sheet, and as soon as I go and cut a second sheet, it just freezes, and like my keyboard doesn't work, the mouse doesn't work, the graph tech like isn't responding, so I'm assuming that's not working. It's like it's lost all its like connections, so it like does nothing for a bit, and then it will blue screen and crash and restart, and then normally after that it's fine. But it has been doing this routine like cut one sheet, crash, and then we're fine again. And I don't know if it's related to the fact that I'm cutting, like is it a graph tech thing that's triggering it or is it not? But I don't use that computer for anything else apart from printing and cutting, so I don't really have anything else to go off yet. But yeah, it's very weird, and Tom isn't sure why it's doing it. We looked in like the crash logs and there's nothing like hugely helpful in there, so I don't know, not feeling great about it. Then I did collate mystery kits this evening. I started them and I did finish them the next day. I designed some advent stuff this day, which was super exciting. I'm getting really excited about the advent. I hate that I can't talk about it as well. It's really difficult. Then I went to sleep late because I was working on the advent stuff and I got a bit like sucked in and didn't want to stop because like while I was like on a roll, I just wanted to like roll with it. So yeah, late night for me. And I think I was looking for an icon, couldn't really find anything, and then realised that I stuck it on the wrong side, but it wasn't worth trying to fix. So I've just left it, but it is annoying that it's on the left, not on the right. Then moving on to Friday, this morning I had my asthma checkup, which went all well. I really like my asthma nurse in person. They gave me, like, my last year assessment over the phone wasn't great, and I was like, please don't give me this person again, but I got the nice lady back and she's really nice. It was kind of funny because she was like, do you do anything in your work that could like contribute to your asthma? And I was like, well, kind of. Like I cut dusty paper, like because premium matte and glossy are dusty, although glossy is way worse. Like I had to discontinue offering glossy because that was just like, it was making me really unwell. But premium matte's not too bad, but it is dusty. And she was like, oh, I guess if it like affects you, you should wear like a face mask. So I might do that. It doesn't bother me as much as it used to bother Tom. So I don't know. But like she said, if you have like scarring on your lungs, it could make it worse, I think. So that's reassuring. But anyway, after that, I was going to go and get a Costa as like a reward for the checkup. But then Tom texted me and he was like, are you hungry? And I was like, what do you want? And he was like, McDonald's. So we got McDonald's breakfast this day, which was good. Last time we got McDonald's breakfast, Tom ordered a sausage and egg McMuffin and they took the sausage out, so he just got like egg. So that was a bit sad, but this was fine. Then the computer crashed again, so I marked that. I love these like angry computer stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. and I honestly haven't used them that much, but I've used them a lot this week. Then I collated the mystery, and while I did that, Sophie, who is Rhymer Plans, went live on TikTok. Her TikTok is, I will find it one second because she has like a really nice TikTok profile. So on TikTok, she is at Make Life Feel Better, and she's doing like a little challenge at the minute that she made with Tilly, which is called 75 Gentle. So it's like 75 hard, but not as hard as 75 hard, because that is a commitment. And she is just like a really like nice positive channel. She's trying to make life feel better. But anyway, she went live and did a plan with me, and I watched that while I was collating the mystery. I then did a post run. This was to drop off the mystery, and we were a bit nervous that we were going to miss like the drop off time, because my post office used to have, well, it's the sorting office, the big one, and it used to be open like all the time, and they've now got like limited opening hours, and I keep forgetting. So I like did take a photo this time when I went of the hours, but we got it in time. We went between like 4 and 6, and that's when it's open. Then I made a chili. So those HelloFresh recipes, I think 2 of them were things that we both liked, and then one was a chili, which only I would like, and the other one was like a mushroom pasta, which is a no from me. So Tom had that and I had the chili, and it was really good. It was a vegetarian chili, and I originally didn't know it was going to be vegetarian. I've never made one without like, well, I've made corn chili, but yeah, like this chili was so good, and I think it's going to replace my like regular chili recipe because I really enjoyed it. On to Saturday, the first thing I did was designed more advent. I was getting a little bit nervous this day about like the time frames with advent, like having enough time to do it, pack it and stuff, because I haven't actually finalised like when I'll be taking the listings down. Don't know if I will, because I'm making like the majority of it at home, and then the stuff that I have ordered, I currently have like quite a big buffer because I've ordered extras to like go in the shop afterwards. So I think I'm all good for now. Obviously, if it does get close, I will let you know that it will be sort of coming down. But yeah, I was just getting a bit like, oh, I want to have it done. So I did finish it, which, I mean, I finished it like a couple of days ago, so like not quite at the end of the weekend, but yeah, feeling really good about that. Then I cleaned up some files this day. I did some backups and just deleted old stuff. I was trying to figure out like why my computer was being so slow, and then I noticed that my laptop was also short on space, so spent a bit of time doing that. I then wasn't feeling too great this day. It wasn't really anything specific, just feeling a bit like not 100%. I think I remember telling Tom I was feeling like 80%. Like I tried to quantify it. I don't know, it was just, I wasn't 100%. Then I did more printing and cutting, and I looked for art this day. I think this was probably for the PBC freebies, because I really struggled picking freebie art. I actually ended up using some art that I'd like decided to buy for a kit, and then I've actually just used it for freebies instead. But it's this really pretty like snowdrops is the like kit name. It's like a wintry green and yellow kit. Then we went to the co-op because I had really bad heartburn and I just thought needed Rennies and we'd run out. And then we had games night with Julia and Sean. We are still playing Minecraft. It's so fun. I think Tom is the only one who has like, I guess I would say like advanced experience playing it. So I mean, Sean's played it quite a bit, but like not me. Julia's a complete newbie, and then I've just like been exposed to Minecraft, not really played that much. So it's kind of fun that we're all like differing like levels of knowledge, and yeah, it's just really fun. Then on to Sunday, I had a lie-in this day. The only problem with this is it then like slightly messes up my sleep schedule for the rest of the week, and we go to bed quite late anyway, so it's easy for me to like oversleep. Then we went to McDonald's. I just wanted a coffee, so I got a toffee latte, which is like my favourite McDonald's drink. And then I remember when it was like limited edition for ages and it hadn't been discontinued, and I was like, when is it gonna go away? And they made it permanent. I mean, this was years ago now, but like yeah, like such a result for me. So I marked that with a little coffee run sticker. I haven't been drinking coffee that much. I mean, I have one right now, but typically I have not been drinking that much, so I've not been getting through my coffee scripts or stickers like at all. I did more advent designing this day. It honestly felt never ending, but I'm glad to say that it did. Well, not all of it, but like the project that I was working on for this specific week. Printed and cut again this day. This was new releases, so because of doing the mystery in the week, I'd not really kept up with cutting new releases, so I was doing those over the weekend. I edited the vlog this day. I try and do it. I think this vlog was late. Yeah, so this vlog was late. Again, wasn't feeling like 100%. So I just pushed the vlog back, and I was glad because I've been trying to film, like make the vlogs a little bit more interesting, and I didn't want to rush the edit because I was like, what's the point in making the footage better if I've like rushed the edit? So I didn't want to do that. Then I marked that I washed my hair, and this is when I tried to do the heatless curls with like the silk colour instead, and the result was not as good, so I'm gonna go back to using the robe, oh my god, the dressing gown robe thing. And then I just marked that we watched YouTube in the evening. I've been really into watching this channel called Anti Chef, and he does videos basically following Julia Child's recipes, like her really old school recipes, and they're really funny. They're so weird, like some of the ingredients. So we've been watching a load of that and really enjoying it. Anyway, this is what I've got left of the kit. Mostly functionals, some full boxes. Used a few more half boxes this week, which I was very pleased with. I like how they look, I just forget to use them. And yeah, that is my completed spread. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, the Planner Boss Collective sale is this weekend, so if you're interested in anything from the shop, there's 20% off, but I'll leave my links down below. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!